Hi, everyone, and welcome to FindLaw's 5 and 5, the show that takes you through 5 interesting and recent legal stories from FindLaw.com in about 5 minutes. I'm Joe Falbush, a lawyer and a writer here at FindLaw. So today I wanted to talk about the big news. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift got engaged. Is there a prenup ahead? Well, yeah, there is. There's a interesting class action lawsuit against Delta and United Airlines overcharging consumers for windowless window seats. I also want to talk about an FTC lawsuit against LA Fitness over making it too hard to cancel those gym memberships you never use. Finally, I want to discuss cashless bail and why that's under attack, and a recent upholding of Connecticut's AR-15 ban. There's a lot to get to, so let's get started. In a post that almost broke the internet, Travis Kelce announced his engagement to Taylor Swift, complete with a dazzling $650,000 diamond ring. While the moment feels like a real-life fairy tale for high-profile stars with massive fortunes, love comes with some legal considerations. Taylor is estimated to be worth $1.6 billion thanks to her music empire tours and business savvy. Travis, meanwhile, is a 3-time Super Bowl champion and co-host of the New Heights podcast with $70 million of his own to bring to the equation. Now, both are savvy business people, so expect the power couple to secure a prenuptial agreement. Far from being unromantic, prenups set clear boundaries on property, earnings, and confidentiality, providing peace of mind while protecting your wealth. With Swift and Kelce's track record of smart business moves, it's safe to say that they'll balance love with good financial planning, ensuring that their future is secure no matter what unfolds. Imagine booking a window seat on a flight, paying extra just for the view, only to find yourself staring at a blank wall. Well, that's the situation at the heart of a recent class action lawsuit against Delta and United Airlines. Passengers claim both airlines have charged millions of travelers extra fees for window seats when, in reality, some of those seats don't have windows at all. What does it matter? Well, for many, the window isn't just about scenery. It helps ease anxiety, entertain children, or simply lets in light during a long flight. But the lawsuits say that Delta and United failed to warn customers, unlike other airlines that do flag windowless seats during booking. Plaintiffs are seeking compensation for the misleading charges and challenging how airlines define a window seat. For airline passengers everywhere, this case could mean a new level of transparency when paying for a better view at 30,000 feet. Ever tried canceling a gym membership and felt trapped in a maze? That's exactly what prompted the Federal Trade Commission to sue LA Fitness. According to the FTC, LA Fitness made it excessively difficult for members to cancel, forcing them to jump through hoops, like printing forms, mailing them, or waiting for a specific manager to be available in person, who was often difficult to get a hold of. The complaint says tens of thousands struggled, even after following instructions. Some customers kept getting charged, and attempts to stop payments at the bank often triggered even more surprise fees. With gym memberships costing up to $300 per month and fees piling up, the FTC argues LA Fitness's complicated process hurts millions nationwide. Now the agency is demanding both financial restitution and a court order so that in the future, ending gym memberships won't mean running an obstacle course. President Donald Trump has stepped up his fight against cashless bail, arguing that it fuels crime and jeopardizes public safety. He recently signed an executive order threatening to cut off federal funds to states and cities that have eliminated or significantly restricted cash bail, declaring that these policies let dangerous criminals back on the streets without posting bond. Supporters of cashless bail say the old system unfairly trapped poor people in jail for minor offenses, while wealthier defendants could pay their way out. In places like Illinois, which was the first state to end cashless bail, data shows no spike in crime, and in some cases even fewer missed court dates. Trump's crackdown is raising big legal questions. Critics argue that criminal justice policy is mostly under state control, not Washington's, and that executive orders threatening federal funding could cross constitutional lines. We'll see how it develops. A federal appeals court just upheld Connecticut's strict limits on AR-15 rifles and high-capacity magazines, keeping one of the nation's toughest assault weapon bans in place. The ban, introduced after the Sandy Hook tragedy, prohibits AR-15 style rifles and magazines holding more than 10 rounds. These are rules that gun rights groups challenge as unconstitutional under the Second Amendment. But in its ruling, the Second Circuit Court of Appeals said Connecticut's laws target unusually dangerous firearms while still letting residents own a variety of other guns for self-defense and hunting. The judges said that the state's restrictions are consistent with the country's long tradition of regulating especially lethal weapons, and that lawmakers have a right to put public safety first. Gun rights advocates argued AR-15s are among the most popular rifles in America, used by millions of lawful owners. But the court decided that the bans don't violate the core right to self-defense protected by the Constitution and emphasized the public interest in preventing future tragedies like Sandy Hook. Connecticut's assault weapon ban remains in effect, at least for now, while the legal battle over guns and public safety marches on. That's it for today's episode. Of course, there is a ton going on in the legal world. This only scratches the surface. So for more information about these stories and several others, please head over to FindLaw.com. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps, and we, of course, appreciate it a great deal. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.